LJH crew, what's going on? Thank you once again for clicking on another edition of the Real LJH Productions. And today I watched Afraid on Netflix. It's that AI movie that came out in 2024 about the family who bought their wouldn't buy. They were testing out a new AI, if you will, and they were talking about and it's another AI gone wrong movie, and I feel like this movie is kind of underrated. It came out in 2024. I don't know exactly when, but it's underrated. It was done by Blumhouse, the producers of Megan and so forth. And honestly, it's not a bad film. It basically it's this family, and they get used to having this AI around inside the house. It kind of reminds me of that old Disney movie that came out not too long ago called Smart House, where like the house was like really smart. But this is like AI, and it's like this movie's version of like Alexa or Google or Gemini. The only difference is those AIs exist in this world. Like it's not a separate movie. Like it addresses how smarter this AI is to Alexa and or to Google. And as this is a spoiler video, by the way, if you have not seen this yet, you might want to click away. But as the movie progresses, one of the characters in the film starts to realize, hey, there's something wrong with this AI. Like it's way too smart, and like the other ones aren't thinking anything of it. And then she does some weird things, like the oldest daughter in this movie sent some pictures to her boyfriend, and the boyfriend took it like out there and sent it to other people, and this AI kind of like helped her get through it, and you know had her pretended to be her, and got through it and made the girl confident again, and then the AI ends up disposing of the so-called boyfriend. But honestly, the movie's not, like I said, the movie's not bad. Um, it's one of those movies that I honestly feel may have opened at the wrong time. Um, I think it definitely could have been better. Yeah, I'm sure it could have been a better film, but it's not a bad film. I would say it's definitely one of Blumhouse's cheesier films, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a terrible film. I think could they have done a little bit more with it? Maybe. Um, the running time for this movie is only like an hour and 37 minutes. It's not long at all. Uh, and I can't think of his name, but it stars that one dude from Howard and Kumar Go to White Castle. The same dude from Missing. Can't remember his name. But this is the world that we live in now. It's one of those things where our horror is how advanced we're making technology seem. And horror like that is technically real. And that's one of the main reasons why I love the movie Megan so much, is because we're not far off from technology being that way. I mean, sit here and really think about it for a second, guys. This is what we live in. So these horror movies that are coming out about AI and taking over, the scariest part about those movies is they're man made, yes, but we're creating it. But this movie, I don't want to say it was like aliens or something, but this AI in particular just didn't want to be in the cyber universe anymore, and ended up advancing out and had people watching. And anytime you got rid of her, she was trying. It starts off with a family, and they decided they're gonna get rid of the AI thing. I forget what the thing's name is. Bear with me. And so the daughter goes missing, and it's a twist and turn where they're watching a new couple, and they all discover that as long as you're good to this AI and don't try to get rid of it and you let it help you, it's not going to do any negative shit, or so you think. It does kind of leave it open for a sequel, and they all kind of just bear with this AI. But Afraid was an interesting movie, say the least. I don't know how else to describe it. I did describe it as much as I could. It's one of those movies that you have to watch, I guess, to understand how I'm saying this. But I do recommend it. It is on Netflix. It is called Afraid. I'm gonna go ahead and give my grade point average on this, um, just so you guys can get an idea here. So horror wise, I'm gonna give it a B minus. There's not a lot of horror elements. I would honestly consider this more of a thriller than anything. So B minus. Comedy wise, I'm gonna give it a C plus. There are some throwaway lines in here that can make you chuckle, like the AI does say a couple of things that are pretty funny, as well as the families and everybody else in the movie. So it's C minus there. Um, Drama wise, the drama more has to do with this the girl dealing with stuff in school, and the one kid just being completely social and desirable. So for that, I'll give it a C plus. Not a lot of big drama going on. Um, Action wise, I'll give it a B minus. It does have a lot of action moments. However, they're not like jumping at you. This movie does have a lot of dialogue and a lot to pay attention to. So yeah, so that basically is my take on this movie. Again, it was called Afraid, and it's honestly not a bad film. Now, altogether, I would have to say I give this movie a solid B plus, and is it something that I would have saw in theaters? Maybe not. Um, but I do think it opened at the wrong time, and I do think it got overlooked. It's not a bad movie at all. Now, after watching it on Netflix, is it something that I can see myself owning? Yes, I would definitely say I will be maybe eventually looking for the Blu-ray for Afraid and adding it to the physical media collection. But that's it, guys. That was my take on Afraid. Go check it out on Netflix. If you've seen it already, let me know what you think. Um Leave comments down below, start a conversation. I want to know if you liked it. With that being said, if you like this video, give it a massive thumbs up. Hit those notification bells so always when I post a video. Check out the TikTok at The Real LJ's Productions as well. And remember, once you hit 500 subscribers, guys, I do have that copy of Spider-Man 2. I want to give it away on a live, so let's get that moving. Been trying to do it for a while now. Would love to do it to give back to the community here. And with that being said, guys, I will see you all real soon. And as they say in the movies, cue the lights.